Hello and welcome back to DesignTech. I'm MG Rose, and today, well, I'm going to take you for a quick look before we go do a little project. And this is what we've been on with. As you saw in the little clip it beforehand, I have got my wings now. I have my wings, which is super cool. We also have now got the start of a road in. So let's take a wander down and we'll see what it looks like so far. What fly? Because I won't fly because it's kind of ridiculous to fly this little distance, isn't it? Really. Right. Well, this is what we've done. I'm using the Marcy Stores block mixer thingy-majig for the white lines, and I've used the little Yello shuttles for the little cat's eyes going down the road. Struggling with that one though. It is an absolute nightmare. Where's the skiddy bob? I heard him. It's an absolute nightmare because it's not chiseling the right block out, if you know what I mean. When I'm chiseling like the core blocks, it'll sometimes give me white marble, and the same with the orange marble stuff. It's a bit of a pain in the bum, but we can work with it. We're going to take a walk through car park, and then we're going to go to our little animal hide. Just because we can, really. That's the whole reason. So how are you guys today? I hope you're all super cool. I know I'm feeling absolutely great, albeit tired. My oldest little one, I can't call her a little one, can I? Oh, she's back at school now. What do you think of the wall and the entrance arch? I quite like it. I've used the cloud in a bottle things you can get through, I think it's Chisel. I've been using them for it because it's really cool. Alright, and there's one other thing that I've done since the last episode, and I've finally made something for our memorial park. I like it. I think it's different, but it's ultimately up to you guys. So what do you think? There's this little memorial area. We've got a board each for names to go on. Got 2 boards for names to go on, using cloud blocks again, but I've done them with a little backing. I quite like it. With little flowers. I did try to do tulips, but I think they work. I quite like them. So do let me know either way whether you guys like them or not. Have I? Yes, I have. I thought I had. I wasn't quite sure whether I'd gotten everything ready last night, because this should have been recorded last night, but due to the stacks of paperwork I had to read through last night, I just didn't get the time. Right, so this is what we're on with today. Just a little project, and I mean a little project. It is literally our little hide for them to watch the animals go by, which will be a whole lot better once we've got the road walls in on this side. Just like I said, time wise now at the minute, it's a new school term. I'm just going back into work, so it is absolutely chaotic. Oh, will you bog off? Yeah, I will be using flying a lot for building now. We had a really lengthy meeting yesterday at work, and a lot's changed, so we've got quite a bit more stuff to be doing and to be on with, really, for me at the minute. So recording is becoming a nightmare, but we'll get there. Oh, I've still got magnet mode on. I have been putting magnet mode on while I've been like digging into the mountains and stuff and clearing out ready for the road, just because it's easier than leaving a mess everywhere. Right, no, wrong block. These ones. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave them ones like that. But we only want this to be too high up. Because then we want it to... Oh no. Yeah, too high. No. I know what I mean. And I don't mean too high either. Think. Right, because I want that to slightly slope out. There. And then it's free. Yeah. Sorry. It's really early. I'm just absolutely... I'm tired, but I'm not tired in a way. I'm tired but awake. Awake enough to be alive. Right. Get these in, and then I will change them over so we've got the opening area. Where's my hammer? There it is. Like that. Like that. And then like that. I think that'll work. I think. Might be a bit big. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We want it on this side too. Because people want to be able to see the animals they're trying to find, don't they? I'd assume so anyway. I'd want to see it. I've got my 2 middle-sized children. I'm going to keep that knocked in actually. I've got my 2 middle children upstairs at the minute just playing. They're still not back at school. My middle child goes back on Monday, but my youngest don't go back for another week on Monday, which is, it's a bit of a pain because he's already wanting to go and asking to go and stuff, and then by the time his sisters are all back in school and that, he's going to get really bored and really agitated and want to be at school. But never mind, there's not what we can do about it. We just have to suck it up and get on with it. It's because it's his first year there. My middle one though, she's entering into his local town's agricultural show thing tomorrow, so that should be really cool for her. Give her something to look forward to before she goes back to school. She went to to her granddad's, my mum and dad's, and sat making her little fruit and veg animals ready for tomorrow night, for tomorrow dinner time. Really chuffed with her though. She's so cute. She's super excited about it, and it's really good. I've not seen a sight like this for a long time. I love it. I do. I absolutely love it. Right, I think I may have to. Yeah. Let's just not fly because it takes too long to break these. Takes too long. Right, let's get rid of that with this a bit quicker. Yeah, I've changed all my tools around and stuff. When I got my wings, I just made a full set of new tools and everything else just basically to waste resources. Oh no, it's not going to work, is it? Let's get some of the collapsible ones instead. Oh bloody hell. I think I went a bit nuts making them. So the only problem with having the applied energistics system, as long as I've got the supplies in my main invent, I don't pay attention to how much I'm making because I'll just grab a stack and chuck it back into the invent. It's really dangerous. Really dangerous. We want some... It is when you don't want to waste resources. I mean, you know, I waste so many, it is ridiculous. And I won't need 2 stacks, but I always get extras out. I always do. Right. Let's not fly to do this. Like I've just said, it takes forever. Just take all these out. Take them all out and then replace them with the... yeah, collapsibles. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. I always do. I always do. Don't know if any of you guys that watched this one actually watch any of my Vanilla Plus episodes, but I got a bit rambly and a bit jittery in the last video. Just saying about my little, I keep calling her a little girl, she's not. My big girl, my teenager. Well, she was entered into a, what they call now, young writers competition via school. Before they broke up, why am I doing this again? Before they broke up for the holidays. And what they had to do is they had to write a paragraph story, a paragraph long story, and she entered in with a well, a twist, shall we say, a twist on the Little Red Riding Hood stories, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. And she managed to get it put into the book, so she won one of the winning places for the competition. So super proud of her, super proud of her. Just spent a ton load of money ordering a book for everybody so that nobody goes without, because yeah, it's something to be proud of, it's something we can keep. As we've said, it's literally only a paragraph that she's written, but you know, she's done such a good job with it. It's ace, it really is. It's just yeah, she's medical superstar. She's just so good though. When it comes to anything creative, she's got it sussed. She really has. She's got such a creative mind. I love it. Right. I think we're ready for carpenter's blocks to go in. Okay, then we can't jump that, so we'll fly up. Well, you guys probably could have jumped that, but I can't. I'm useless. I always have been when it comes to trying to jump or all like that. Parkour and me don't get on. We're not friends. Oops. We are not friends. Been picking fights with creepers as well. Not intentionally. Right, well, I didn't want you to go all the way down. And that's another game on my phone. One of them games that I play when I can't get my computer wherever I am. Just to keep myself occupied, because I can't sit there twiddling my fingers. I'm one of these that can't even sit still in a bath. I've either got to read or play on my computer or on my tablet or my phone or something just to keep occupied. Because when I get bored I start doing silly things and my children tend to want to run away from me, which is rather saddening. They don't like it when I get all silly. Well, they do, they think it's hilarious, but they still run away from me. I knew I'd done something wrong there. I'm sorry, out of the corner of my eye change. I don't know if this is going to look good, but I'm going to try. Oh no, don't start this. Don't. This is why I don't like the carpenter's blocks, because they argue with me. Oh, stop. They argue with me and I never get it right. Well, let's see. Well, hopefully in, what, 2 weeks' time? We should be back to normal. All the kids should be back at school properly. I should be back to normal within work and have all his hours sorted out and what we're doing and where we are. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to getting some normality back. You know, first week all kids are back at school. I can't wait because I'm going to be blitzing my house while they're at school, because my hours are really good. A lot of my hours are done from home, so it's super cool. But when I do get the time at home, I will be just gutting my house and getting rid of all evidence that the kids have just spent 8 weeks at home running riot, and not running riot, but getting all the messy stuff out and just making a right mess of the entire house because they feel like it, because mummy's a soft sap who gives them pin and glue and glitter and all that messy stuff that takes me forever to clean back up again. But I'm looking forward to getting it back, getting my home back under control and going back to normality. The only problem that I have with being on my own with my children is during the holidays I have no choice but to stop work just to stay with them, because I won't pay for them to go into childcare. I don't want some stranger looking after my child. They go to school because they have to. If I could teach them at home, I would. Just because I don't trust other adults with my children. But then if I did that, they'd lose out on all the other aspects of life that they need, like this building on social skills and seeing that people do have differences, so they can learn to understand things like that. All silly little things that they learn within a school environment, on top of the normal national curriculum education that they get thrown at them, which sometimes I think is absolutely ridiculous. And they need to be teaching kids how to do things that are actually going to get them a job when they leave school. Right. I think that's how it's going to work. I'm hoping, right, when I place this next block in, it's going to line up with all that. So I'm not going to have to mess about. But if I do end up having to mess about, I thought that were a bit wrong. If I do end up having to mess about, then what I will do is I will just cut it out for you, so you don't have to watch. Because I know it's really boring. So let's try. That'll do. It'll do. It will do. If there's any faffing about to be had, I'll do it. I'll do it afterwards when I've got the time, because I will be going to work very soon. I will be back home within 2 to 3 hours, because my children will be with me today, which will be fun. It's a good job I work within children's services. We've got plenty enough at work to keep them occupied. That is a blessing. It really is a blessing. Especially when things are all changing and stuff like that. Anybody that is from the UK that have got small children will probably know from their own children's centres that it's all changed over for the young early years like family services. It's an absolute pain in the backside, to be honest with you. All budget cuts and no consideration for actually doing anything for the most vulnerable families that we've got. It bugs me because you know that the judgment's coming from a government that's never once lived a day in hardship. They won't have a clue. How the hell has that done that? They won't have a clue as to, right, what the hell? Oh, it's because I've got one missing, haven't I? It's why. Yeah, they've never lived a single day in the situations that they're telling these families that they can live in. That it's nothing, that there's naught that can be done, that they need to cut the budgets to help them with this issue or that issue. And to be quite frankly honest with you, it really does irate me. It really does. Because when you see families going without basics such as food and stuff like that, just because the government states you need nothing to live off, it's not fair on them. It's not fair on them. We have a lot of children with children, and I know it's ridiculous to have kids at such a young age, but things happen. Kids make mistakes. That's what part of being a child is. But then when they're told they have to go without food or clean clothes, just clothes that fit them, because they're unable to work. The kids, for God's sake, the kids, and there's no way in hell they can work, but yet they just left to struggle and go without. And the services that are put in place to help these people are just getting shut down more and more every year. It really does irate me, and no wonder why this country is going to pot for the kids and stuff in social care and things like that. Well, if they help the families when they actually need the help, it would possibly not get that bad. They wouldn't turn to crime and everything else if they had that help and support. And yes, I know with the children having children thing, it's the parents' failure. it's the parents' failure. Well, I feel like it is. To me, a parent is supposed to protect their child, not let their child go getting themselves into situations like bloody teenage pregnancy. But because kids will be kids. Kids will make mistakes. Kids will do stupid things. We all remember being teenagers. We all did stupid things. It's normal. I'm sorry, I'm having a real rant. I'm trying not to say too much because a lot of the stuff that is running through my head, it's stuff that I was reading at work and things, and it's quite sensitive information, but it's just ridiculous. Some of the situations that the government, our government, that's here to supposedly here to make the country a better place, is putting us in, is just, well, not us, but our families in, is just absolutely atrocious. And I think that shape looks quite cute for a little animal hide. Yeah, it's really rattled me. I don't get rattled by much, but when it comes to kids and vulnerable families, that's when I get rattled. I'm really rattled. Because I know how it is to struggle. I've struggled for years with my children, bringing them up on my own. And you know, to see other families be put through unnecessary, struggles, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. For the sake of government's nice flash cars and everything else and all the rest of poop they throw money into. Sort out the homeless on his own blooming streets before we sort out the homeless everywhere else, I'm afraid. Not leave it up to charities. As a country, we pay enough bloody national insurance and stuff for them to do it. But they're more concerned about the way we look to the rest of the world, rather than getting ourselves back on our own 2 feet. Yeah, sorry, enough of the rant. I am really sorry. I don't have to start ranting, do I? Right, let's get some seating in here. Because it's basically all we want to do. Is just have a little area for them to open out and see. I think I might open this side out as well, to be honest with you. Let's take a look at what it'll look like. I am really sorry about that. I had a little disturbance. Well, 2 little disturbances. Can't remember what I was saying now. Probably a good thing, because knowing me, I'll have been ranting. It's this time in the morning. Things that get to me tend to get vented. Right, let's finish this off. We'll have a look, see what it looks like from the outside in a second. Don't know why I mess about like that when it's this way around. Let's have a look. I don't know, I actually do think that looks quite alright. I'm sorry, I don't know if you can hear that, but my children are now fighting. Give me a second, I will go and set them straight. Well, I'm super sorry about that. They had broken one of their toys. Well, not broken it, but knocked the power thingy out of it. And because they couldn't put it back in, there was arguing over who was doing it. Do you know? Rather than coming down and just knocking on the door and saying, Mum, can you fix this please? Like they normally do. No, they wanted to argue instead. But hey ho, this is children, especially children that are bored from school. Just little benches, not special, just a little bench. I was going to put them on this side, but I think that'd be a bit too much, so just one on each side. I don't know if we want a door. Actually, do we have blackout curtains in this? We will do, won't we? Let's just double check this way. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. And if I remember rightly, I'm going to have to go over to our storage bit, the actual terminal, so we can craft something. I want some of them blackout curtains. Can't believe I've not actually crafted them yet. I normally crafted them well earlier in the world. Saying that, I normally have magic mods on, so I normally do. Oops. Alright, you're fully charged. I'll put you in there because I don't think I've got one on my spare. No, I haven't. Right. What was I saying? Yeah, I've normally got magic mods on, so I normally play completely different to the way I'm doing with these, with it being a tech mod. Let's just get one mod for now. We only need 2. It's, yeah, everything's just really different for the way I'm playing it and stuff. Oh yeah, stop that. It's, yeah, I'll get into my swing eventually. I'm doing so. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. This is looking really good as I come over here now. I've carved all that out. I'm quite liking that. Will blackout curtains work? No, because they won't join onto that. Unless I do it like that, but I don't really want it. It's still not joining. Oh no, it's because it's carpenters blocking it, I think. Let me see then. Let's see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if we can sort it. We will make an attempt. Be a very quick attempt because I'm going to have to go soon because I need to go start work. But it's an attempt at that. Doop-be-doop-be-doop-be-doo. Well, it's joining. It's joining. Yeah, I know it would have been easy just to make some blocks, but what's the point? I've got a ton load of half slabs to waste. Now, I'm not sure if I like that, but let's see if I like it from other side. Yeah, I do. So it can stay. It can stay, I just won't look at the back. Shh. Right, I think I'm going to try with these, but I don't think it will, because... Actually, no, I don't know. I don't think that is too bad. I don't think it's too bad. Should we have the floored dirt? I think we should, shouldn't we? I think. Don't worry about any light problems that we end up punching out or all like that. I will go around as I always do. I will go around later on and make sure it's all lit up properly. Right. Dirt. Dirty dirt. God, how much dirt? Oh, my grass is running though. Well, not in because that's the mixed blocks. Do I want sandy dirt? Do we want sandy dirt? Or maybe a bit of dried dirt? Oh, actually, no, loomy dirt. Loomy dirt. I know. All this dirt. Dirt. Lots of it. I'm going to put in the carpenter's blocks just so that the main grass doesn't spread. Because I don't want it ending up covered in grass. Put that one there, that one there. Think like that. I know it's probably turned out really symmetrical, hasn't it? Yeah, it has. Oh no, I didn't want it to turn out like that. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to let it blag my head. Because it's literally only a flaw. If I let it blag my head, I'll get cross with myself. Watch this. By the time I get home from work tonight, I will be changing it over. But I think that's quite cute for a little animal hide. I do. I think that's quite cute. So they can go spot some little animals, sit down and chill out and watch the animals. Because I am going to replant all the trees and stuff around here just to thicken it out a little bit. But I think for now we can call this an episode. So if you did please do leave a like, comment, give us any hints, tips, suggestions. Always absolutely super welcome. Even if you just want to say hi, it's cool. It's absolutely cool. I like talking, as you can probably tell. Yep, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Twitch. And then you'll never miss anything at all from my silliness, randomness, and all the rest. Well, thanks again for watching. I've been MG Rose. You've all been absolute superstars. This is our animal hide. And we'll see you next week. Bye!